Hello, dearies. Welcome to EachPage Flow. I'm Sela, and this is episode 30 of the podcast. I can hardly believe it has been 30 episodes already since I started sharing the podcast with you. Today's episode is dedicated to my happy marriage, volume 1 and 2. This is the first time I do a light novel review, which is a Japanese popular form of literature which originates in Japan, obviously. It is typically taught to young adults and teenagers or young adults in their 20s. So the light novels tend to be a little lighter, I guess, or quicker if that's what we're going for. However, the review still remains the same, me talking about a story that I love, rambling here. And today will be my happy marriage volume 1 first, and then I'll go into volume 2 and let you know how it's been since I started reading. There are 9 books in this series so far. I don't know if it's finished yet, and I don't know, it was available in English, and it first came out in 2019 in Japanese, and then in 2022 the English version came out. And this is a light novel by Akumi Akitogi sensei. The genres are romance, fantasy, fiction, historical fiction, of you, and it's super interesting, and I'm gonna go right into it. Alright, let us begin. My Happy Marriage, Volume 1, is the story about a girl of 19 years old, Saimori Miyo, who had been mistreated by her family because she is the daughter of the woman the Saimoris wanted, but not the one that Miyo's father would have chosen for himself. Also, Miyo doesn't have a spirit sight, a rare ability that allows a select few to see supernatural creatures. That's not spoilers entirely. That's basically the premise of the whole story. So her family, after treating her like a servant all her life after her mother died, they decided to marry her off and ship her off because they were tired of her. And they were going to marry her to a man of 27 years old or so. So yes, also a age gap story. This person that they're marrying her to is someone that everyone thinks a cold-hearted and ruthless man. He's the head of the Kudou family. Kudou, however you pronounce it in English language. This is Kiyoka. After a few shortcomings, Miyo still acting like a servant because in this story she was going into this new life and she went and lived with him for a while at this run, a bridal sort of thing. I don't know. However you want to see that part of the story. She begins to relax after a few months, weeks. It's not long, actually. And then she starts talking more and she starts to see the kindness in Kiyoka and, everything that romance has and what they go through at first before you are going into the full mode romantic side of things. But that's in the first part. You don't see much of it. It's a slow burn if you want to categorize it. And surprisingly, side note, this was the debut novel of Akitogi sensei. And it already has an anime, if you probably watched it. And it also has a manga. And still ongoing. It has a season 2 that's for the anime that was on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, recently. I haven't watched it. I only watched season 1 of it. And I actually, to the first part, volume 1, I gave it 4 stars because there were some minor details that didn't entirely got my attention. But I did enjoy it. And mostly it was a matter that I sort of knew what was going to happen because the anime, I watched the first. And the light novel and the anime have a lot of similarities. They didn't take too many liberties when doing the anime. Alright, let's go into volume 2, which you can read back to back. And since they are mostly all of them out, you can binge read this story. My Happy Marriage, volume 2. Spoiler alert, I also gave it a 4-star for keeping my interest and recapturing my interest in the story. On her journey, Miyo's journey, into being a worthy wife in the future, because she's not married yet, Miyo Saimori started taking lessons in Etiquette with her sister-in-law and Kiyoka's older sister, Hazuki, who is a lovely woman. And she's divorced, has a child, and she's ready to help Miyo. Miyo, instead of learning normally, she was being self-conscious, insecure, and a bit stubborn. So she threw herself into her studies. But that combined with her new gift, slowly awakening, that is spoiler, sorry. This meant nightmares, and it led to strained days and nights until one of her family members, these are lost relatives from her mother's side, they went to visit her. And suddenly everything went into chaos in the story. More of a communication, of lack of communication, that between Kiyoka and her not want to say anything. And Miyu being the type of heroine that doesn't want to be a burden. And she didn't want to say anything to him, didn't want to trouble him with her nightmares or thoughts. Like, is she gonna do that when they're married as well or something? In any case, there's a new guy in her life, a cousin. And he basically inserted himself into her life suddenly. And her life with Kiyoka. And that's very good drama. Other factors started to interfere, and she was swept away by him and suddenly had to be rescued. But Kiyoka, who has a job that is about fencing off Grotesquerie, or whatever it's pronounced, and he works with that and couldn't go and save Miyo immediately. But there were so many things going, and it was so much chaos that it kept my interest for sure in the story. And it seems like the emperor in this story is also somebody who has an ulterior motive and is trying to do bad things to the people in this town. And there's a prince as well. And remembering the details of the story as I go. And well, all of these characters are more likely to pull some awful surprises at some point, but I haven't gotten to those parts. And eventually you begin to wonder, are the main characters going to kiss? Are they going to marry at some point? It's the slowest of parts, so you're basically reading to know that part if you're a romance book lover, and it divides with your part of being a fantasy lover. At least that's what happens to me, and I want to be into different scenes and different vibes at the same time. But yes, I did like the part 2, even though the story kind of I already knew because of what I said, The anime basically was volume 1 and 2, the first season. I haven't watched season 2. Here's where anime and light novel kind of part the ways or start parting ways. Season 1. And I started reading volume 3 this year, 2026, and I haven't finished, which is weird because it's really like 150 pages. I don't think volume 3 has even 200, so it's been a slow read, but not because I don't like it, but it's been so hectic with my muggle job and with everything else that I haven't had the chance to finish the third part. But when I do, I for sure will let you know, dearies. I don't know how the new season of My Happy Marriage is going with volume 3, 4, and even 5 maybe of the story, but I think I'd rather just keep reading because I have volume 3 and 4 and I would like to read those before watching the anime. So don't be surprised if next time I talk about the other volumes instead of the anime, which I did like. At first I watched the anime and that's why I bought the light novels. You can look at the book mail when I got My Happy Marriage books. It's here in the channel. Yes, I really enjoyed the story so much that I went and got the first volumes because I had to read and had to know what was going on there. I could have gotten as ebooks. You can get them on Kindle as well or other forms, but I kind of wanted to have them on my shelf because they're so cute, the covers. So that's what I got. I have to get the others, of course, but I haven't gotten around to buying them. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoy my rambling of today. I am reading volume 3, like I said, and I will keep you posted on updates. That's all from me, dearies. Thank you for stopping by and enjoying the new episode of EachPage Flow. Don't forget to like and share it. And if you are liking the episodes, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you get the latest episodes of the podcast. Drop me a comment before you go. Have you read this light novel, the manga, or only watched My Happy Marriage, the anime? Either way is fair. I started with the anime. Let me know in the comments and how you were introduced to it. See you on the next one.